Hello, students. I'm here to talk to you about the new Indiana Diploma, which is the diploma rule that you all will graduate under. Beginning with the class of 2029, the Indiana Department of Education has new requirements for graduation, and these will impact you. Here on the left, you see a comparison between the current Core 40 diploma, which is what the class of 26, 27, and 28 will use to graduate, and what is being called the new Indiana Diploma, which is what you, the class of 2029, will use to graduate. This new diploma has some different rules for you, and will emphasize some things that the state believes are most important for our future workforce. Some things to note are that the diploma now requires 42 credits instead of 40. Another significant change is that you only need one PE course to graduate, where previously you needed two. College and careers is now required to graduate. Instead of just being required to take the class, you are now required to pass college and careers. Another large change is that a computer science course is now required to graduate. Again, this is not just a class you have to take, it is a class that you have to pass. And you will take the required class, Computing Foundations for the Digital Age, in the spring. Additionally, you need a personal finance class to graduate. This is required as well. You have to pass it, and you will take that in your sophomore year. So I'm going to go over each section of the diploma bit by bit so that you can see and understand the new requirements. The future Indiana Diploma requires you to have 8 credits of English, which is very similar to the current Core 40 requirements. You will have to take and pass English 9. You will have to take a communications focused course. This can be speech, debate, technical writing, journalism, newspaper. It has to be communications focused. And then you can take 5 additional English classes, and those can be named classes instead of grade-specific classes, as is currently the case. Another major change is that the mathematics requirement have shifted. Right now, students have to take Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2 to graduate. The new plan gives students more choices. You will have to take 2 credits of Algebra 1, 1 credit of Personal Finance, and 4 additional math credits. The Personal Finance class is important because it helps students learn about money and making smart financial choices. You will take that class as a sophomore. For the 4 additional math credits, those do not have to be Geometry and Algebra 2. However, I need to point out to you that there are a limited number of math classes that the state of Indiana allows for high schools. So many of you will still take Algebra 2 and Geometry, Pre-Calculus, and Calculus. If you plan to go to college, Pre-Calculus is expected. Some changes for science that are significant to you are that you need biology to graduate, 2 credits of biology. You need 1 credit of computer science, which I went over already. You will take that in the spring. You need 2 additional science credits. And then you need to take 2 STEM-focused credits. Those STEM-focused credits can be traditional science classes like chemistry, physics, or earth science. But you can also take STEM-focused classes that will count for science classes. Some examples of those are higher level CTE pathway classes like engineering, design, and development, smart manufacturing classes, biomedical science classes, or CNA pathway classes. There's other ones as well. Social studies changes that impact you have to do specifically with the shift in economics requirements. Economics is no longer required to graduate in Indiana, but colleges, including those in Indiana, still require students to have taken econ in high school. And another major shift is that you need 2 credits of world perspectives. Most of you will fulfill the World Perspectives class with World History or AP World History, but you can also use a third-year language course to fulfill that requirement. As I mentioned already, the PE credits have shifted. You now only need 1 credit of PE and you need 1 credit of health. Finally, you need 12 credits of electives to fulfill the 42 credits that you need to graduate. The state is now calling these personalized electives, and they can include a variety of classes like your CTE pathway, performing arts or fine arts, and also world languages. But now you need 12 credits of electives instead of what previously was 5 credits. The state has also made some large changes in how it handles what are basically honors diplomas. Right now, the state has 3 diplomas: the Core 40, the Academic Honors, and the Technical Honors. The new diploma changes bring 7 diplomas to the state of Indiana. There's the regular diploma, the new Indiana Diploma, which many people are calling the Core 42. And then there are honors seals. These new seals introduce new skills that focus on either enrollment, employment, or enlistment. The state is calling these the 3 E's. Students can earn seals by completing advanced coursework, participating in apprenticeships, or getting high scores on standardized tests. These seals are a way to show students hard work and dedication to future employers, recruiters, or colleges beyond the base diploma. Students and families will have the opportunity to select 1 or more seals to add to their diploma. And you will notice that some sections here are shaded darker. These are the new adopted rules that have shifted a little bit since the first iteration of this diploma. For the honors enrollment seal, students will need to complete 4 world language credits and 6 social studies credits, complete 8 math credits, including algebra, geometry, and algebra 2, and an advanced math such as pre-cal. Students also need to get 6 science credits, including biology, chemistry, and physics, or any advanced lab science. Students also need to earn at least a C in all of their classes and have an overall B average. So a C in all classes that pertain to the seal and have an overall B average when they graduate. In addition, students will have to earn 4 credits in AP courses and take the corresponding exams, or they will have to complete 6 college credits. There's some other choices as well that are listed here. For the honors diploma employment seal, students will have to complete either or a market-driven credential of value, like a CNA certification, or complete a CTE pathway. That's 3 courses in a CTE pathway. Or they will have to complete an approved career preparation experience. Students also have to complete 150 hours of work-based learning, and those hours may be completed in multiple settings. They have to be accrued in chunks of 25, and they can be experiences that are paid or unpaid, on-site, or even simulated work experiences. Finally, students can earn an honors enlistment seal. For this, students will have to complete a course like Intro to Public Service, score a 31 or higher on the ASVAB, and complete a work or career exploration program. That has to be one that is approved by the IDOE. The other important thing to note is that students will have to meet an attendance goal in order to earn the employment or enlistment seals. Many of you are curious about early graduation. Students who want to graduate early must earn an honor seal in order to do so. The intention of the new diploma and the stated desire of the state of Indiana is that students will graduate from high school ready to go on to post-secondary education, which means college or trade school, or employment that will take them to a career, or enlistment, students must be ready for these things. So in order to earn the right to graduate early, you have to earn an honor seal. Some things I want to point out to you about honor seals is that you're already on the way to these things. Many of you are already in a world language class. You would have to complete at least 4 world language credits in order to get the honors enrollment seal. You will also have to complete 2 of the following down here, at least 3 college credits and 2 credits in AP courses, and take the corresponding exams. Please note this says take the exams, not pass them. Many of you are earning college credits this year in some of your dual credit classes like entrepreneurship, and many of you plan to take AP World History next year, which would count as 2 credits in an AP course as long as you pass the class. For employment honor seal, many of you are already in a career and technical education pathway. You would have to complete a CTE pathway in order to earn the employment honor seal, as well as do some of these other things. And then for those of you interested in enlisting, one of the things that you would have to do is get a score of 31 on the ASVAB, which is doable. And you have to complete a career exploration tool approved by the IDOE. You will be doing that in your college and careers class this year. To point out, also, you have to meet the attendance goal that is 94% attendance. The Honors Plus seal that many of you will be interested in earning is also something that you are on the way to doing. In order to earn the Honors Plus seal, you need to earn either an associate's degree, technical certificate, Indiana College Core, or some other things that we don't offer here. The Indiana College Core is something that many of you are on track to earn and are excited about earning. This would be the first year of college already completed when you were in high school. So for the Honors Plus seal, this on the left for enrollment, this in the middle for employment, and this on the right for enlistment. The one on the right for enlistment, demonstrate excellence in leadership through one of the following: complete at least 100 hours of public service, hold a leadership role in a co or extracurricular activity, or complete 2 seasons of a team-based physical sport or activity. These things are already on the menu for many of you or your freshman year. Many of you already have leadership roles in a club, and many of you will be 2-season athletes this year in your freshman year. So the enlistment honors plus seal is something that you might be interested in earning. I mentioned the attendance goal already, and I want to point out to you that this is 94% over 4 years. This does not mean that you have to have perfect attendance. You are allowed to be absent. You just need to be absent excused. In order to earn 94% attendance over 4 years, when you are sick or absent from school, your parents need to call in or provide a doctor's note. You can be absent and still have a 94% attendance over 4 years. The other thing I want to point out to you are the work-based learning requirements. In order to earn the Honors Plus seal for enrollment, you need 75 hours of work-based learning. This can all happen at the same place, or you can have multiple experiences in chunks of 25 hours. The Honor Seal employment requires 150 hours of work-based learning. These can be in chunks of 25 hours, or you can work at one or multiple places for larger chunks of time equaling 150 hours. The Honors Plus seal for employment, the Honors Plus seal, you see this? The Honors Plus seal for employment requires 650 hours of employment. And for many of you, that will be in apprenticeship. So while the Honors Plus seal employment is quite difficult to get, if you start thinking about it now as freshmen, you can earn 650 hours over the next 4 years. If you want to graduate early, you would have to earn these hours before the end of your junior year. If you have questions, please ask your counselors. These changes are pretty complicated, and most teachers in the building don't know enough about it to be able to give you really solid answers. Some of this information is also in flux because you are the very first students who will go through this. So while all of these requirements are solidified, some of the minutia about what courses count for what and what experiences count for work-based learning are still being decided by the state. Thank you.